Hello, my beautiful friends. Thank you for joining me again. We're going to be doing an SRT clearing on violence and aggression. Seems to be a lot of it coming up in the world right now. And the more we work on ourselves and our internal environment, the more it's going to help in the collective consciousness and really move all this ugly shadow energy that's coming up in the world out, so we can move through it as quickly as possible. So without further ado, ensure that you're 100% open to receiving healing, and let's get started. So here we go. Violence and aggression is running at 0 positive and 100 negative, unsurprisingly, really. Let me just get that positioned right for you. I'm sorry it's back to front, but you don't need to see it. You just need to let it play out. And it's at Holy Spirit status, which is 2 levels above incarnational level. So I'm just going to ask your high self teams to do the initial clearing, first of all. And if you want more information on the system, do get the books, Soul Recreation by Robert Detzler and The Freedom Path by Robert Detzler. There's some charts in each of the books as well. So if you don't want to fully train, I mean, there's been revisions in the charts over the years, and there's lots of other things when you train. So you really get the full benefits when you train. I don't train people in SRT. It's not something I want to do, but I have recommendations who you can train with in the details section on my YouTube channel, and details there. If you want to make donations for these videos, please do. I'm ever so grateful for those that do. I'm really grateful. Really helps me, so thank you. Yeah, that's it basically. All the stuff's in the details. So we're just clearing the initial programs first. Those that are new to the channel, we have we clear initially the programs. I'm working with your high self teams, or my high self team is working with your high self team on the other side of life in a different dimension. So it's all done at a quantum level. They have about 200 plus charts, the teams on the other side of life, whereas I have just in the SRT system, there are approximately 32 charts, but there are a few extras as well. It's a complex system that's based initially on the spiritual, true spiritual meaning of the Bible, originally. So you'd have to read the books to fully understand it all, but it's very effective. Very powerful healing mechanism. Some healing's very subtle. You barely feel any change, but you will notice that maybe when you go to react, that you're not reacting quite the same way, not quite so strongly about things. So it's a bit like defragmenting the organic drive, really. It's the organic computer, our energy systems that hold everything. You know, it's a bit like defragmenting that, getting rid of obsolete programming, clearing emotional attachments as well to certain things. So I've cleared lots of fears and things through this as well, very successfully. But sometimes you need other healing mechanisms to complement this as well. And the wonderful thing about the SRT charts is that it really does complement other therapies that you use. So don't rely on SRT to heal everything. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it just clears the pathway so that it makes other healing mechanisms more effective. And sometimes it just clears the pathway to allow other opportunities and things to come in much more easily. So it works very well. It clears layers away, and it's very effective, but it's not the be all and end all of everything. It's, you know, so there's lots of other healing mechanisms which I use, which are very effective. Right, so first of all, we're going to 6A, which is Master Programs, Discordant Energy. Inside right, failure energy is coming up with this. Okay, there's something else coming up with this as well. Inside left, abuse, of course. Escapism. I feel like there's something else on here as well. Let me just see. Again, use your intuition when you're using these charts, if you're training in this. Domineering coming up. Unworthiness coming up. There's a lot of master programs coming up. Are they all master programs? They are. Do they all have other lifetime roots? They do. So let's just get them all cleared. I'm not going to do any investigation in a group clearing. I'm just going to ask that all those master programs are cleared. So was that failure, abuse, escapism, unworthiness, domineering? All ties in with anger and aggression and violence, doesn't it? Aggression and violence that we're clearing. And we all have it in us, all these layers. We have them ancestrally from other lifetime experiences, maybe stuff that's we've not fully processed from childhood. So this system clears across all time, space and dimension. Lovely. I can really feel the change in that there. Chart 10A. Curses that are running. Okay, well, let's just get all those curses cleared. And they're sitting at the God level of consciousness, which in this system is not as high as we want to take it. So there are lots of different levels of consciousness, which you'll see on chart 3. This will be in the books. Originally in the book, I think it went up to the Godhead there. But of course, as with all the SRT, as we've all unfolded our consciousness over the years and expanded our awareness, we have all these extra levels, and it goes 100 and something feet off the page as well. So so you get all the original charts, I think, in the books, but there have been a few changes since, obviously. Okay, but still useful. I'm a great believer in people shifting their own stuff. Chart 17 is fine-tuning, and that's at Lord of Lords level, or Law of Laws, which is the first expression of the living soul. We've got Savior complex programming running, so let's clear that. Again, all explanations for these are all in the books. If you are looking at having a personal package, SRT package with me, all the clearings are done remotely. You don't need to be there present. That's not how I work with the SRT. The clearings are then, once they're done, they're either typed up and sent to you, the details sent to you remotely, or I can do a voice recording, one or the other, not both. Sent to you, emailed to you. Please allow, at the moment, if you're buying a package, please allow up to 2 weeks before it gets done, because I'm incredibly busy at the moment. So which goes like that in August sometimes. Sometimes it's quieter. It tends to be quieter for most people in August, but 90% of the time it's not for me. It seems to get busier in August. So I think people thinking, because September is a bit like a reset, isn't it? It's a bit like January the 1st. I think September, the kids returning to school and all of that, feels like, and it does feel this year like the energy is going to really accelerate in September this year, 2024. I've been saying it all year. I think September is a big month. So subconscious odds and ends. This is at King of Kings level, which is the egg and sperm of the soul. Again, we don't need to understand everything in these clearings. Just accept that's for your highest good at all times. Okay, anything else? Anything else at all? Feels like there is. Chart 26, freedom is free. Always use your intuition when you're working with charts. If you're watching on TikTok, the video will go off in a moment because I've reached my 10-minute limit. And therefore the rest of the clearing will be on my YouTube channel. So my apologies if you haven't got all of it, and you need to watch the rest of it because the bulk of the clearing's done in the mop-up process. You'll get the full benefits then. So pop over to the YouTube channel, TikTokers, and then you can watch the rest of the clearing on there. Right, so anything on the inside, anything on the outside, something under other there. So let's just clear that away under other. whatever that means. Okay. Anything else? Still something else coming up. What have we got? Chart 11, which is solar energy programming. I'm not going into any specific questioning in these mini group clearings because they will go on forever, and because it's group, there'll be too many people with too many individual things going on. So let's clear, was that dysfunction of soul consciousness there? Let's clear that up. Okay, it feels like something else on this chart. I can just feel it. Dysfunction of thought. Programs the soul is unaware of. So let's just clear those away as well. If you're having personal clearings, sometimes we have to go into more detail in some of the things that come up. I ask a lot of questions. Okay, anything else on here? No. On chart 15, the I am level consciousness. Duality of the I am level consciousness. So let's just get that cleared up. Just having a look at my book to see if there's anything I can share with you whilst I'm here. Oh, here's one on dragons that's just popped out whilst this is clearing. Dragons are not just mythical creatures, they actually exist according to this system, and there are 7 types of dragons in the 9th dimension of the planet. Dragons are very high creatures and do not breathe fire. Wales is called the land of the dragons, and there are thousands of openings in Wales to the 9th dimension. It's interesting. I think I've mentioned that before sometime, but not for a while. There we go, okay. Chart 18, it looks like high level blocks. This is where the Lords of Karma sit. So it's good news when we get directed here. It means karmic cycles are coming to a close. Programs in the subconscious mind of one. Let's clear those then, please. Surprised anger hasn't come up yet, actually. Maybe that gets cleared in the mop-up. Anything else on here? No. Okay. Chart 12 is spirit energy programming. Dysfunction of God consciousness at spirit level. Let's just clear that away. And that's at Queen of Life level, which is like the womb level of the soul. That's how high the level of consciousness is, where these things are held. I think this is what makes this system different to things like the emotion code and the body code. It's this is really focusing on much, much higher levels of consciousness clearing, and of course it all trickles down through our energy bodies, leading to our physical experience. And that's what makes this system different. Perfectionist archetype. Anything else on the inside? Paternal archetype. Are they being blocked? Are the people blocking them themselves? Yeah, okay. Anything else on the outside? So let's just clear the perfectionist and the paternal inner archetypes and bring them all into perfect harmony. Anything else? Still going, still lots. So I hope those TikTokers rejoined. They're missing a lot. Light energy discord. Let's clear that away. "17. Fine-tuning again, Lord of Lords level. This is what happens. You start removing programs and other things start coming up again. So picking up discordant energy. Anything on the outside, it feels like it's on the outside as well. Unwillingness to cooperate with high self. So let's clear those, please. Sensitivity to others' energy needs to be cleared as well from you. So your high self teams are clearing that too. Anything else? Hidden, buried, cursed? Nope. Anything else before mop up? Hidden, buried, cursed, lied about, avoid anything the soul is unaware of. Anything at all? Any imprints, any implants that need clearing? Any separates? Any mischievous energy on chart 5? I think there is. It's saying no, but I feel that there is. So always, again, if you're using the charts, always go with your intuition. Yeah. What have we got? What are we clearing? We've got imprint other. So what's the imprint? Failure again. So some of you are running failure imprints. Anything else? Inside? Yeah, demonic forces. Okay. Anything else apart from demonic forces? Satanics, demonics. This is what's behind all the violence and aggression. You see, this energy thrives and it discarnates in possession. I'm not going to ask how many for each. I'm just going to ask that they're all cleared. Do we need the House of Archangel Michael to assist with this? Yeah. So we're going to invoke the House of Archangel Michael to assist with this process and remove all the demonic forces, satanics, demonics, discarnates in possession, and all imprints of failure from each and every one of you, if appropriate, for your highest good there, because that's behind all violence and aggression. And we're just going to ask them, obviously, to transform all of that energy first and remove it and send it all into the brightest light for everybody's highest good. Clearing and removing, transforming. This is why if you're someone that's training in this system and using it, you can be very methodical in going through all the charts. I mean, I'm a very methodical person. But the real magic comes in with the questions that you ask. And you have to ask the questions. And you, more importantly, the more you open up and feel your way with your intuition, the more you're going to get out of the clearing there. So my pendulum was saying no to something, but it didn't feel right. It wasn't gelling with me. And there could be all sorts of reasons why my pendulum was saying no. It could be me thinking about the next clearing I'm going to be doing. You know, my mind may not have been completely focused there, what I was doing. It could be some interference stopping me from clearing this, not wanting me to go there. It could be all kinds of reasons, maybe some programs I'm running there, I don't know. Or maybe all of this was going to be cleared in the mop-up process. It's more likely that all of that was going to be cleared in the mop-up process. So there could be all kinds of reasons, but always allow your intuition to really go with it and see where it takes you. Because you can feel the energy shift in this process. It can really be from very heavy to very, very light by the end of it. You can really feel it. Okay, so is that clear? Yeah, is there anything else to clear on there? No, and it feels incredibly light now. And I'm just going to go to chart 6A because I want to see if there's anything else to do with master programs here that need to be cleared. there's more master programs of failure coming up. Seems to be a biggie with violence and aggression. Fear of what? Fear of failure. Okay. Is there anything else? Betrayal. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anything else? And you see, anger would be a symptom probably of feeling betrayed or feeling failure rather than a master program. But so let's just see. Inside left, abuse again. Anything else? Outside right. Once you start pinpointing, they all start coming up. Unhappiness. Anything else? Hidden, buried, cursed, lied about, avoided, anything the soul's unaware of. Let's clear all of those master programs, discordant energy, and any imprints of those, of abuse, of failure, of fear of failure, of betrayal, clearing them all out, of unhappiness, clearing them all out from each and every one of you for your highest good. And it isn't, unfortunately, a one clearing heal all with this system. It's about stripping away the layers. So your consciousness expands in a spiral-like movement. And it can feel, sometimes you think, oh, why is this coming up again? It wasn't cleared properly last time, or I've undone it. It's not that case at all. When the same issue comes up again, let's say you're clearing failure and failure comes up again, it doesn't mean to say that you've fallen back. It's not the case. It means that another opportunity has come in to refine that vibration, because the energy works on an expanding spiral. And so you're given another opportunity to refine that vibration, and you find that that original thing, whatever it was, the original attachment energy gets less and less and less. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it just becomes a thought that comes or goes without any attachment to it. And that's what's going on. That feels much better. Is there anything else to clear on 6A? Anything at all? I feel that there is. What is it? Inside left. There's the anger. So it has come up. Okay, so let's just clear all master programs, all discordant energy, and all imprints of anger from each and every one of you that's watching this. Do share this video as much as you can, because there's so much violence and aggression in the world. And so many people getting irate with everything that's going on. It is just drama that is clearing through, like the shadow clearing through the body. So it is with the collective body as well. But the quicker and the more that we can work and go within, go not escaping on some planet elsewhere or trying to absorb in other lifetimes experiences. What's important is what's here and what's now, and what we're feeling here and now, to clear through that vibration. That's really, really important. So don't get carried away with a lot of the new age stuff that is all astral stuff. It's all fantastic and lovely and everything else, but the real spiritual work goes above that astral layer. This is all about going within and shifting that vibration, knowing that you are spirit. Okay, that's the important thing. You are spirit. Okay, that's definitely cleared from there. So, anything else? Hidden, buried, cursed, lied about, avoided? No. Should we go to mop up now? So we're going to go to mop up now. And this is where the bulk of the clearing takes place by your teams on the other side of life. They'll go through everything thoroughly. So stuff that I thought would have come up will probably be cleared in the mop-up process. And when I say allow some time in between these mini clearings, they're only mini clearings, but they're still powerful. And the reason is it takes 3 clear days scientifically for the old neural pathways that hold all this stuff to fall away. So as the old neural pathways fall away, we can go through all kinds of emotions in those 3 days. Sometimes nothing, sometimes loads. By day 4, the old neural pathways have fallen away, and we are on, the level where we need to be. Then new programs have started to rise to the surface. So if you clear loads and loads of these clearings, you're kind of going over old ground. You're not getting the full benefits of the clearings. It's not just about the integration. You're not allowing those neural pathways to fall away, and you're not allowing the new programs to come up, because quite often you'll get the same programs that cross over many areas. So you think you're clearing loads because you're working through 6 or 7 of these mini clearings a day, when in fact you're just going over the same old ground. This is why you've got to let yourself have 2 or 3 days at least in between the clearings. So do a couple of mini clearings, a couple of these taster clearings, and then leave it 3 days. And then on day 4, do a couple more, and so on and so on. You will then get the next levels, the next layers down. You won't be going over old ground. Gives everything a chance to settle, you know. Okay, anything else to clear there? No. Are we done? Yeah, so let's have a look. 100 positive, 0 negative. Feels ever so light. I think I want to download something to you this time as well. We're at Radiant Love New Paradigm level, which is where we want, but I want to download some energy to you, which is what I do in my individual clearings. And I go through all the energy bodies in my individual clearings and ask other questions as well. But outside right, what do we want to download? Joy. That's what we want to download to all of you, each and every one of you. We're going to download that across all of your energy bodies. Your high self teams are going to do this, downloading the vibration of joy. So just breathe into that joy now and really feel it being downloaded into every cell of your body. Joy. What does it feel like to you? What does it look like to you? For me, it's like dancing sparkly light on waves of the sea, like dancing joy, dancing over your cells, each and every one of your cells. Oh, it's magical. Joy is just such a wonderful, vibrant, beautiful vibration, filled with vitality and love and gorgeousness. Feel that joy in your heart expand throughout your whole body and beyond your body into all the other energy bodies that emanate from you, from that physical. Feel it expanding out, feel it touching everybody as it expands right out, engulfs your whole town where you live, all that joy vibration. And then feel it expanding out to your state or county, and then out to your country, and then out to the continent you're in, and then out across the whole world. Feel it going in and out of all the drops in the ocean, and then going out and expanding to the moon and to all the solar system and beyond. All that joy. Fabulous. I can really feel that. I can really, really feel that. Right, are we done? Yeah. So that was nice. I don't need to remind you of anything else. Maybe drink some water and observe, see what comes up, observe. And I will see you on the next clearing. Lots and lots of love to you all, and much joy to you.